Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today the country was treated to a rare phenomenon. Wakati ambapo Azimio iliwaongoza wa Kenya katika kuomboleza vifo vya watu ambao waliuawa na polisi wakati wa maandamano. Before this, Raila Amolo Odinga had postponed maandamano Wednesday, which was supposed to be today. Many Kenyans did not understand why Raila did this. But as I took time to observe at what was happening in the country, I realized one thing, that Raila Amolo Odinga is a very intelligent person. Raila Amolo Odinga is a man of wisdom. I'm saying this because he was able to do a number of things that shocked many Kenyans. Kwa sababu watu wamekuwa wakizungumzia vifo ambavyo vilisababishwa na polisi without knowing the gravity of the situation. We saw people carrying white flowers, candles. We saw Azimio visiting Mama Lucy Kibaki. We saw them going to Kenyatta National Hospital, again in Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital, whereby so many people have been admitted there, others have been discharged, others have died. And again, in Kisumu, we saw people coming out in large numbers. In fact, the whole of Nyanza, watu walijitokeza kwa wingi sana. Vile vile, sehemu za Kisii came out also in large numbers. Na watu wakaweza kujionea na kuanza kuona yale ambayo yalikuwa yakiendelea pale. Again, in Nairobi, in Mathare, watu walijitokeza na mahali kwingine ambapo tuliona hata polisi wakijaribu kuzuia watu. At the coast again, people came out in large numbers. So if you ask me, the Raila Amolo Odinga vigil and the writing of candles and laying of flowers in love or in support of those who were affected, those who died during the demonstrations, it was very, very successful if you ask me. Kusema kweli, matunda yake yalionekana vizuri sana. But I want to look at the implication of this, because it is only when you look at the implication of this that you can only understand the wisdom of what Azimio is doing. The first thing is that we have seen the police being exposed badly. The policemen have been exposed as very brutal and very ruthless. And when you look at the way people are complaining, some of them even disabled, some of them who are not even involved in maandamano, basi unaweza kuona kwa polisi ni watu ambao hawana huruma. Polisi watu ambao wanajitokeza kama makatili wabaya sana, wanajitokeza kama watu ambao hawana hata chebe ya kuangalia na kuona vile ambavyo wanafanya. Kwa madhara ya the police brutality has come out very, very clearly. The second thing that has been achieved by this kind of gesture, by this kind of move by Azimio, is that Azimio has gained a lot of sympathy, if you ask me. Because you see, kuna hata watoto ambao wamejitokeza, watoto kadhaa ambao wanasema kwamba walipigwa kwa vitoza machozi. And when the police come out now fighting children, throwing tear gas to children, na mtoto mwenyewe amejitokeza, kwa mtoto mmoja wawili ambao wanaonekana wakijitokeza wakionyesha vile ambavyo walijeruhiwa na polisi. In fact, they were burned by the tear gas. Others were injured on their legs and other parts of the body. And this one can only attract sympathy. That is the truth of the matter. So, in a nutshell, tumeona kwamba ingawa kuna watu ambao watasema kwamba Azimio hakuwa wanafaa kuwaleta wale watoto. Unajua, macho hana pazia. Hakuna haja ya kuficha ukweli. Unajua, hata tukificha ukweli, dunia siku moja itatulaumu. So wale watoto ambao wanajitokeza, wale watu ambao wengine hata ni wanafunzi ambao wanajitokeza kwamba walikuwa wameathiriwa sana na polisi, wale ambao wanasema, kwa mfano yule kijana ambaye anasema alipigwa kitutu na polisi na vile vile akarushiwa vitoza machozi na risasi kuminiwa wakati ambapo alikuwa akitoroka, basi it can only attract sympathy. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I believe that this one is likely to catch the attention of the ICC. ICC must have watched in dismay of what really happened in this country. Hizo siku ambazo tulikuwa siku 3 za maandamano ambapo tumeona kwamba wahasiriwa wa maandamano walikuwa wengi sana na madhara yake kusema kweli hayakadiriki. Indeed, again, Raila Amolo Odinga and Azimio have managed to put the country in a mourning mood. That is the truth of the matter. And the gravity of this situation is now very clear to the world. It's very clear to all Kenyans. The message has been passed very clearly without straining too much. Tumeona kwamba mmefaulu. One thing that Azimio is blessed with is brains. That these guys have brains, let me tell you. And the only problem comes when it comes to implementing what they are planning. But this one, they are able to implement very, very well. And the message has been passed very clearly to the Kenyans and to the world. Because now they are saying that Mbolezi, kwa sababu hata tunaweza kuyaita tu Mbolezi, kwa sababu zile nyimbo ambazo zinaibwa hapa ni nyimbo za Mbolezi, sio nyimbo zinaweza kusema ni Mbolezi, tuziite tu Mbolezi kwa sababu za Mbolezi. Kwa sababu tunaona zile nyimbo sasa, kwa sababu vile nasema kwamba zitaendelea, sherehe hizi zitaendelea mpaka siku ya the whole of this week, by the way, throughout the weekend. That's why we are saying that the country has been put into a mourning mood, and anybody visiting Kenya we have to ask what is happening. The world is watching because this one is bound to catch the attention of the international community. It's bound to catch the attention of the international media. I believe for those of you who watch Al Jazeera and BBC and VOA, I want you to watch the news, especially tomorrow in the morning. And haya ni mambo ambayo itajitokeza kesho, mtayaona pale. And even I believe even in the print media, it's likely to catch the attention of the international print media. Again, it has opened the lid of the animosity, of the brutality that was meted by Kenyans, by the government. Kwa sababu sasa, unajua, kusema ukweli, hii ni kazi ambayo imefanywa na maafisa wa serikali. Hii ni kazi ambayo imefanywa na watu ambao wanafaa kulinda usalama. Mambo ambayo imefanywa na watu ambao wanafaa kuwa naangalia maslahi ya Wanakenya. Mambo ni watu ambao wanafaa kuwa wanadumisha amani. But now the lid has been opened. And let me tell you, I felt very, very bad. For the first time, I felt like shedding tears when I saw what happened in this country. Indeed, I'm saying the gravity of this situation was not very clear to many people. Although I knew that many people had been injured, the magnitude of the injuries had not dawned on me. And it was very, very low moment for Kenyans and many people, including me and you. Again, when I look at the whole situation, is that people now see the need for Raila Amolo Odinga calling off maandamano Wednesday. Unajua yangekuwa haya maandamano yangekuwa ya siku ya leo. Lakini sasa watu wameona kwa nini alifanya hivi. Ndipo nikasema kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga comes out as somebody who is very wise. A man, mtu ambaye ana busara, mtu ambaye ana hekima. Kwa sababu sasa kulikuwa na haja ya kuomboleza na kusimama na wale watu ambao wapo pale, wale ambao wameathiriwa sana. And again, when you look at the whole picture, Raila Amolo Odinga is seen as somebody who is empathizing. And Azimio in general, they are seen as people who are empathizing with the victims of police brutality, with the victims of maandamano. Now, this is good if you ask me. Hata kule kusema kwamba watalipia gharama, watalipia pesa za matibabu, even that idea of Kisumu saying that they have footed the bill of all those people, it was a kind gesture, if you ask me. It was good gesture. That is why you see, when you look at it, the government has lost so much when you ask me. You know, perception is very, very important as far as politics is concerned. So when I look at the whole situation, although we cannot celebrate in death, although we cannot celebrate in mourning, although we cannot celebrate when some people have lost their lives, the truth of the matter, when you look at it from a political angle, you see the government is being painted badly. The government is coming out as ruthless. The government is being painted as heartless. The government is being painted as one that went and released the policemen to terrorize the citizen, which, in my view, was very, very inhuman and should never ever happen again in a country that pride itself as having won independence more than 60 years ago, in a country that prides itself as having the most progressive constitution in Africa south of Sahara. I don't know what you think, but if you ask me, it is a bad day for this country, and it is very, very embarrassing for this thing to happen in Kenya. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.